Hey guys, so I just did this whole video with a whole big giant fleck of mascara smudge right here. And I really don't want to refilm it, so I'm just gonna say beforehand, I realize it's there eventually. Okay, bye. Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to be doing a update to my Shop My Stash Roulette. This is where I talk about the products where I used the past couple weeks and then I choose some new ones to replace them, and I do like to do some randomizing to make it extra exciting. So first, let's go through the makeup I used last time and let's start with some blush. So the first blush I used was this one from Dome Beauty. This is in the shade English Rose, and this is one of those blushes that I got from Ipsy, and it's one of those brands that I have never heard of aside from Ipsy, but it's surprisingly nice. Like, it's soft, and it is the one that I'm wearing on my cheeks today. I think it's a really pretty wearable color, and the formula is what gets me. It's just really, really nice. So I enjoyed this. I used this one 4 times. My next one comes from Kaleido Cosmetics. It's another Ipsy blush. But this is in the shade Prima Donna. This is a pink blush with a slight hint of shimmer in it. This one I also enjoyed. I used it a couple times. Thankfully the shimmer isn't glitter. If it's too glittery, I can't handle it. I have to pass it on. But I thought this was nice. It wasn't something that I particularly wanted for this time of year, you know, more of a shimmery blush. But thankfully it wasn't too shimmery and it worked out fine. I still want to keep it. And then finally, my Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Stick in the shade Work. This is so much fun. I did use it twice in the past couple of weeks. I probably would have used it more, except that I'm currently project panning a cream blush, so that's why this didn't get as much use. But I really like this. I like to just put my brush on it and then dab it on, and it's way more pigmented actually than I expected, but I really like the flush that it gives the cheeks. I think it's very just kind of natural looking, more like a cold, like you've been out in the cold, natural looking flush, and I really like it. I'm happy to have it in my stash. Okay, now let's talk lip products. The very first one I actually decluttered, and not because I didn't like it. It was from the Balm. It's called the Balm Jour Creamy Lip Stain, and I had the shade Salute, and it's actually one of my favorite things in my whole stash, but it went bad on me. Like, one day I used it, and the next day it was bad. I feel like those products in particular, you can tell when they go bad because they get stinky. I don't know, I feel like with some items it's kind of hard to tell. Not with those. That's my second one I've had to declutter now because it got old, and yeah, it was very apparent, and it made me so sad. All right, so let's talk about the other ones that I didn't declutter that I'm definitely keeping. One would be this lipstick from Revlon. This is the, oh, husband's messing with the garage door again. I'm trying to wait until he's done. This is the Revlon Super Lustrous Lipstick in the shade Smoky Rose. And I only have down that I wore this once. That might be true, I guess. Maybe I did. I was just kind of really into wearing glosses. But I really like this lipstick. It leans more of a brown with a more of a rosy tint to it. And I just really like it for this time of year. And I love this Super Lustrous formula. Very nice. Another favorite, I used my Bite Beauty French Press lip gloss in the shade Dirty Chai. I used this 3 times. This is just a perfect shade for me. It's not quite red, it's not quite brown, it's not quite pink. Like, it's just this very interesting shade in between all of those things, and I love it very much. I also used my Seraphine Botanicals Berry Plus Juice 100% vegan lip gel. I only have it down that I use this once, but I think I use it at least a couple of times. I enjoyed it. It has a really nice smell, and it's kind of like a sheer lip gloss with just a hint of a wash of color, and I enjoyed it very much. Then I use my Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This is the shade Moon. I actually have it on my lips right now over a lip liner. I do really like this, however, with one small thing about it that I don't like. Whatever is in it makes my lips sting a little bit when I first put it on. It dissipates after a while, but I do tend to have sensitive lips. Sometimes glosses will do that to me for no apparent reason, even if there's no plumping, you know, ingredient in there or no mint, or sometimes it'll still do it, and this particular formula does. Just to let you know in case you're like me and have sensitive lips. But I do really like the effect of it. It's very shiny and juicy and beautiful. So I'll be hanging on to this one. Now for the shadows I chose last time, I had put together this palette of singles. These are all Sydney Grace except for this NARS shadow here. I did use each shadow at least once, and I love them. Like, I knew I would. And I was using like a combination of these in, I think, at least one video, and I always put in the description box what I have in my eyes in case you were wondering in any of the videos. I have this NARS shadow in the shade Kashmir all over my lid, and a different shadow in my crease. And then I used this shade called Tiara, just kind of like pressed on the very center of my lid, and I really like how it turned out. I'm actually wearing all shimmers. There's no mattes in there, and I like it. So yes, very happy with all of these. I'll be putting these away and bringing out some new ones to use. Okay, so now to choose my new makeup for the next couple of weeks. So let's start with blush first. I've been hearing a lot of people talk about this blush on their channels lately. That's making me want to reach for it again. This is the Honest Beauty blush in Rose Pink. This is the cream blush. I think they also have a powder blush as well. I haven't tried that, but I know I love this, but I haven't been reaching for it, and so I'm excited to pull it out and use it. Give you a swatch. It has definitely like more of a balmy texture than some other ones that I've used. I got kind of a heavy swatch, so you could see. And it is quite pigmented. I don't think I'll need to use very much, but I think it's a beautiful color. Now for the next two blushes, I'm going to randomly roll. I've actually picked a few out that I haven't used in a while, so I'm just gonna randomly generate on random.org for those. So I'm gonna use the numbers 2 through 5. So the first one is number 3, and then number 4. Okay, the first one I drew is this one from Seraphine Botanicals. This is the Happy Hibiscus blush in the shade... Oh, the shade must be Happy Hibiscus. Whoops. This is a really interesting blush. Like when I first look at it, it looks way too deep for me. Oh, it keeps closing. But it always surprises me when I use it that I like it. It does have shimmer in it, which is not always my favorite, but it's not intense. You can see it's more of like a sheen, and you can see like next to that Honest Beauty blush, it has more brown in it. So it's more of a neutral blush. And it's so smooth. Oh, that was so nice. So I know I like this blush. I think this would be really nice for this time of year. Excited to pull that one. And the third one was this blush from Essence. This is their Matte Touch blush, and it's broken, so I'm just gonna set this down here. This is in the shade Bury Me Up. I know I love this one too. Okay, so there I have all of them swatched. These two are pretty similar in tone, but you know, this one's a cream, this is a powder, so I feel like it's okay that I pulled two. They're pretty similar in color. So I'm looking forward to using all of those blushes. Okay, let's do lip products. I got these not too long ago. These are from Kaja. This is their Heart Melter Moisture Melt Lip Gloss Stick, and I have two shades, one in Honey Bun, and look, the little applicator, it does have like a little heart shape on it. That's it swatched right there. I think it's a really nice fall color, but I'm really unsure about this second one. It's in the shade Sweet Talk, and I thought it would be like a sweet pink color. I mean, it's kind of looking at that cute little heart applicator, but I tried it on my lips once, and see, look on my wrist there, it just looks like a sweet pink, but I don't know if it was just weirdly layered with another lip product I was using, but this turned bright pink on my lips, and I really didn't like it. So I need to determine in the next couple of weeks if I just need to pass this on to like my daughter or something, because if it continues to turn that bright pink on me, yeah, I don't like it. But I'll be testing this out to see. And I do want to pull at least a couple more lip products, so I'm going to use the numbers 2 through 27 on random.org. First one I get is number, oh, if you can see, it just started snowing outside like insane. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry, got distracted. Number, oh my goodness, if you can even see, number 5, number 14, and number 6. Number 5 is my NYX Butter Lipstick in the shade, oh dear, it doesn't really say the shade. It says BLS 17 on it. This is more of a pink lipstick as well. Not as bright pink as that Kaja though. It's more of my shade of pink. This one right here, I got mixed up which swatch was which, but this one right there, that's the NYX. Number 6 is my Thrive Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Khaki. I know I really like this. This is just a brown, but it goes really well with certain lipsticks that I like to use for this time of year, so that will be very much used. And number 14 is my Bite Beauty lipstick in the shade Meringue. This is one of the newest items in my stash, so I'm happy to pull that, and that is a nude lipstick. This lighting is getting interesting with it suddenly turning like gray and snowy outside. I feel like it's not quite showing everything true to color since I'm just using the window here for my light, but it's just a light nudie shade. Okay, for eyeshadows I want to use, I do have some in projects that I'm like trying to hit usage goals on, so I don't want to pull too much, but I also have some like newer stuff that I haven't really used. So the first thing I want to pull out is this tiny little quad. This is from PYT Beauty. This came in my latest Ipsy that I didn't actually unbox for you guys. It ended up coming really late and I don't know, the time was just past to unbox it. But I think it's actually really cute. I like the shades in here. Let me quick swatch it for you. All right, so those are the shades right there. There's like a light cream shade here, like a transition crease shade, and then 2 shimmers. So I think I will enjoy that. That's the type of thing that I tend to reach for anyway, so I like that. And then I have this shadow from Ace Beauty. This is their Glimmer Shadow in the shade Iced Latte. This was sent as like a free gift with purchase that I had on Poshmark, but I haven't yet used it on my eyes. Ooh, it's really nice texture on it. It's like a ColourPop Super Shock shadow. And that's it right there. You can see it's like a warm, like almost orangey color with lots of sparkles in it. So that will be fun, again, for this time of year. And then I have 2 Super Shocks. I purchased that taupe collection, so I have Ritz and Koosh to use. I'll quick swatch them. So first we have Ritz right there. Ooh, that does look like such a pretty topper shade. That's the one Julia Mazzucato raves about all the time, so I'm interested to actually try it. And then Koosh here is like an intense silvery taupey shade. Ooh, so pretty. So I'm not gonna randomly draw anymore since I do have those ones I wanna be trying out. But that's all from you guys. That's all the stuff I think I want to pull this time. I don't want to overwhelm myself too much. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today as I just go through some of my stuff, see what I want to use. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I choked in my spit there. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!